It's that time again, gamers, and today we're reviewing my favorite Torg pistol. Some might say the only fun Torg pistol, the Injector. As we all should know, the Injector is a Torg pistol with a flat-off barrel, and before we get into the actual gun, I want to damage test the pistol heart versus an explosive relic. 1233 base, 1702 with the heart, 1739 with the explosive relic. Very similar, but when we spec our skills, the gap should widen since the pistol damage is additive with other gun damage bonuses, I'm pretty sure. Once we get our rising shot up, the base is 2096 it looks like. The extra number is from Boar. With our boom rock, it looks like we get up to 2956. And the pistol heart gets up to 2565. Still a pretty decent damage increase, but the explosive relic will just scale better as you get more gun damage bonuses. I'll still be using the heart for those fight for your life bonuses, and I'll also be using a pretty not super great stalker com for 0. Follow through would have been much better. I'm going to be swapping between a hard injector and a double penetrating one as I play, and they're both pretty nice, but I much prefer the hard one for its extra fire rate. It just made it feel better to me. I also died a couple times because I suck. I wanted to go to Frostburn to take advantage of the neutral element against fire-resistant flesh enemies that are around here. Anyway, while I do like the Injector quite a bit, it is by no means an uber-busted game-breaking weapon on 0. It's just pretty alright. Due to its nature as a Torg weapon, it can be difficult to use at range, so my natural instinct was to jam the barrel into the back of these nerds' skulls and blast away, which was dangerous but very effective. For most of these enemies, the damage was pretty decent, but once we started getting some tougher enemies, the Injectors fell off a little bit. Goliaths, for example, are almost always going to get their helmets popped when you hit them with a Torg gun, and the damage isn't quite enough to take them out while they're going ragey mode. And once they're raging, it's harder, at least for me, to get crits, so they can be pretty dangerous. Uber Nomads were surprisingly easy to take down with this gun since they kind of just stand there and let you shoot them in the head. A nice strat for some enemies is to get the high ground and shoot through them so the splash damage from Boar hits them more. A really neat playstyle. They should make a build around this in BL3. Goliaths and Uber Psychos are two definite shortcomings for this gun on 0. The damage falls off on the Psychos for sure, and they're too squirrely to be messing around with. It can still kill them for sure, it just can't do it well, which is dangerous because the Psychos are dangerous. For comparison, here's the double injector's damage on an Uber Psycho. Pretty good. I'd imagine DPS-wise it's comparable, but the hard one just feels better because of the higher fire rate. Something you might imagine is negated by Craig, and surprisingly even on him, the double was just too slow and it didn't feel as good. But I had some other troubles using this gun on Craig. Half of those issues were skill-related, I'm not the best Craig gamer there is, and the other half is this Craig save being pretty bare bones. I don't have a lot of good auxiliary gear on this guy yet, and I haven't found the time to grab any of that gear, so this is probably the worst this gun could be on Craig. And as you can see, just because it can activate Bloodbath on its own, it can kill stuff really nice. And once it gets its fire rate up from Elemental Elation, it's super fun, I enjoy it. I'd enjoy it even more if I had more gear to support it, but even as it is, it's decent. Some might say that by not giving myself the right gear to make a great build with this gun, I wouldn't be doing my due diligence in showing how good the gun can be. I disagree. I think showing how good this gun still is in spite of an imperfect build to support it is valuable since it's still pretty good and can only be better from here. It's certainly good enough to be fun, that's for sure. However, even more so than 0, we run into a problem with tankier enemies. I lost my kill skills and my damage slowed to an absolute crawl. It was pretty disappointing. But that's the Torg Injector. It's fun. Best Torg pistol for sure. No better ones to speak of, really. Go ahead and give this video a like, subscribe to my shitty channel. I do still need 500 subs. Hit that notification bell too, I'm trying to get these out relatively regularly. Oh, and don't forget to comment. I'd happily take requests for guns to review, preferably non-uniques. Okay, bye!